super hot. It's unusual because normally we don't have the temperature like that. I think like, yeah, because of the global warming, it's getting, warmer and warmer year after year.
I know. Here in New York, I mean, it's upstate, but it's still, melting. I'm melting, like an iceberg.
It's like
So, yeah, it's like in the mental state, it's not really clear. I lose my clarity a lot. Every day I'm fighting for my focus of mind.
yeah, and I have I mean, I read even this article yesterday about this uh, climate depression, that
Right.
you can, like, how the global warming affects you, like your mental state. And especially in a days like this, I have this, like, I'm definitely depressed. From one side, I'm like very happy because I love the, nice weather, sun, and I can go to the lake with my friends. But from other hand, I'm like still have this knowledge back in my head that it's like it's a catastrophe. It's gonna get worse and worse year after year, and it's difficult for me even stand this weather now. I cannot imagine myself in 15 years, and what's gonna be with New York? It's gonna get flooded.
Yeah, like how do you reimagine New York? I know we all kind of focusing here on New York, and New York, it's been this part of cultural mix, and I think it's always gonna be that way. But this is really difficult to reimagine for me, and that's I think our project is kind of reflects that. We go all the way to Arctic or Pole or Antarctica, and this is the basically problem is, it's all starts there melting. Of course, problem is deeper than that. It's all of us. We're all connected. And New York is gonna be affected by this. And I don't know how coastlines are gonna change, right?
I mean, definitely. Already, I know what happened in many cities, like Jakarta, the capital city of Indonesia.
Yeah.
I know that they have the plan to move the capital city to Borneo Island because it's already getting colder, because of the rising of the sea level. And can you imagine, maybe all of us, or our like kids, grandchild, gonna emigrate to poles, like to Arctic, Antarctica, because it's gonna be much colder there, or cooler.
Siberia melting. Actually, I don't know what New York. I only hope that science is gonna be enough smart people to get this together, because New York is already shown so many times its strengths, as well. It's not, like a lot of things happen in New York, like it's painful things, but I believe that New York is capable to get out of situations. I mean, in pandemic too, I hope it's not gonna come back, but there was also, we were like reopening, we are a model of reopening for the rest of the United States, basically, New York. And then with this, like, sea level rising, which is very real. Science doesn't lie, I believe, that it's gonna be needed some kind of technological inventions to stop this, like build some structures maybe along the coastline. I don't know how this will be. It's gonna be addressed sooner or later. It's gonna be something, but I have no idea. We could only, as artists, we could only have either dystopian views and create some, like futuristic imagery, like almost like sci-fi movies, or how we feel, about it, basically, right?
Yeah. I mean, the future is full of concerns, that's for sure.
Yeah.
That's why I'm really happy we're working on this project. It's gonna be kind of like a therapy for me because like even expressing through the visual, through art, the state of mind of this like disconnected uh, with the nature, and then trying to find ourselves. I think it will. I hope it's gonna help me in a way, to find myself.
Hey, show me something. You have something.
Yeah, last time we started to talk about Antarctic, especially because it was an inspiration for you. And then I have a friend who's a scientist now in the Polish Antarctic station. So I started to make some pictures to maybe share with you on my screen. So I started to make some picture on the Google map, and the Polish station itself is on the King George Island here, and then you can satellite build the station, and there's this glacier, Kolodziej glacier we were talking about. The name is obviously very interesting in the context of the ecological crisis we are in. And the fact that even on the station they're observing this glacier, they make some observation, and then they collect the data about how fast it's melting. So I start to make some pictures, and then through the Cinema 4D program, there is a one simple option to make the relief based on the satellite picture. So what I did is I reconstruct the topography of the King George Island. This is only the piece.
Yeah.
To compare just exactly this part. You see?
Yeah.
So the part where it's the Polish station. And then also I reconstruct the whole island. And then we have even more skyscrapers. It's interesting. If they were like high skyscrapers, it's a little bit like a Manhattan, but made from the ice. Look.
Yeah, it does look like skyscrapers. But how do you think? Do you think we should use that shape of the actual island um, ecology glacier, right?
I think that no, there's no way to use the ecological glacier because it's really tiny, really small, and when you make the satellite picture, they are not so detailed. You cannot like zoom so close.
All right.
So the best I got it's this part of the island where the Arctic station is. But still, we need to considering if we want to use the topography, real topography, or if we want to use your drawings, because as you remember before, we did this visualization based on your drawing, and this looks amazing. It's already reminding me the like icebergs or ice mountains.
Yeah, this is the program. I mean, I kind of like also how it is now, like kind of simple, but I still want to decide which drawings we're gonna put.
Yeah.
I sent you a bunch of images of like how installation would look like on in reality. But I mean, I already like the way it is now. I don't know. It's just, and that this capsule, I don't know what to make out of it yet, but I just really like the shape.
Uh-huh.
And just being in there, something like artificial intelligence or something, like in a natural and organic form. This
It's a
kind of we could think about it, okay?
yeah. I also use some like textures. So you're gonna feel more like this is the paper. I really like, and I think we should work on the material, you know.
Yeah.
So it won't be so artificial, so like 3D style, but more like organic.
Yeah, and also I was thinking like on that capsule, maybe be something like a drawing or something of. I was even thinking of the map, you know,
Oh yeah.
of the capsule.
Yeah, maybe.
But can we move on? And if you have something more
Yeah.
to show,
Yeah. So there's another option. Like we can finish on, or we can like focus only on the building the object, and texturing and
yeah,
create the materials, and set up some lights. But there is also another option we can take under the consideration is the thing that we can build it in the 3D environment model, uh, import into the um, Unity. Unity is a gaming program. It's a popular program used by the game developer. It's really nice because you can create the virtual spaces, and you can, you know, set up or build this virtual space to the internet. So you can
okay.
imagine the space we build together, and then we provide the link, and people can access it and walk less like in a game or like in a gallery
Can
space. It depends how you think about it.
Yeah, can we see? I'm kind of excited to see that. Like you
Yeah,
walk in it. You know,
yeah.
that state of mind. As I imagine that state of mind, like you want the viewer walks in it, so in order to experience it.
Yeah, so I can exactly what you're talking about now show you.
Yeah,
Um, I just need to. So I base the topography is based on this island where the Polish station is. Also, you see it. We are the player. We just fell down from the sky,
yeah,
and the thing is that we can move the head with the mouse. You know, we can look around.
right.
Uh,
Yeah. Can it also be a different kind of drawing, not necessarily like tiled like this,
yeah,
but
yeah, yeah, yeah. I
like
just put this.
yes.
Yeah, I use your drawing, as an example, and I just put it as a tile because this is the easiest option. But obviously, if we work on this virtual space,
Yeah.
we will make decisions. Uh,
Okay. And then, so this other thing we were talking about, the breathing, like to have elements of a person in it, like this is alive somehow. So, like the breath, like you mentioned also that Piotr is gonna send some recordings of sound.
yeah, yeah, yeah. He promised me to record the wind because
The
the
wave.
Antarctic is famous from its wind, which is very very strong and very loud. So we can imagine the situation. We have this space, this icebergs, ice mountains, and then we have the original sound. Yeah.
You okay if I share a little bit like the images I showed you, or
Yeah, definitely. Like I think
maybe we could try them. One of them, how it looks like on this. All right, so we kind of liked this. It's not
yeah,
the organic. It's like a state of mind, right?
yeah.
Don't know how it is gonna translate into but that's into that four-dimensional space. We want it to simplify everything.
Yeah.
This is the Manhattan.
Wow. That's interesting.
Yeah, the shape.
Yeah.
We're talking about shapes of maps. We like the map,
Yeah.
and this map is alive, moving, and someone enters that state of mind. Is it mind map?
Yeah. Oh,
Mindscape?
yeah. Yeah. I
Yeah.
like that.
we need to make a decision which images, you know.
Yeah. The question is if you want to create something totally new, or if it would be easier to use the drawings you already did, because maybe it depends on you, from you, because
Okay.
we can wait to the moment you're gonna, do something new,
No,
or we can
the
just
thing
use
is,
something. Yeah, I'd like. Yeah, this is one
you
of
know,
my favorites.
and then
Yeah,
I also I am very open to you, you
I
know.
like this one. I like this one.
What do you say you like it, and we decided yes we're using this, you know,
Yeah,
these.
yeah, yeah. This I
And
like too.
forget about, you know, because it's so much, it's a lot of material, and we need to be already thinking of like shrinking things.
Yeah. And Eva, if we make the decision, I think it'd be better to use the drawing or the work you already did, because we don't have much time. And then we need to.
This one or
I mean, one of the street. Yeah, they're really nice. I like them.
well, we could still have few, you know, moments to decide which ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And after when if we make this decision, for sure you need to provide me the good scans, because if I have a bigger resolution, then it will be more sharp and more like I can see like every detail. If for example we're gonna work on it, thanks to the scan, we can see the structure of the paper. This is like very important to have like super high resolution pictures. Maybe
Okay.
you can, yeah, yeah.